ahead and seeing as everybody's all set up, I'm going to go ahead and start asking these captains to start picking their teams. Let's start with Compound. Who do you want on your team and which side do you want?
I'll just stay on this side, it'll be easier, and I reckon my first pick will have to be Shameless says.
Alright, so Tempo going to stay on that seal side with Compound. That means Fire is going to go on that Merc side. And Fire, who do you want on your team?
I'll take VRJC.
Alright, VRJC going to join Fire on that Merc side. Compound, who do you want on your team now?
I'll go for Maybach.
Maybach. There we go. Maybach going to join that seal side with Compound and Tempo. Fire, who do you want now?
I'll take Welder Alley.
Alright, Wilder Alley going with VRJC and Fire on this Mercs. Compound, who's next?
It's going to have to be Clutch.
Alright, so Clutch going to join that seal side. Of our way, buddy. There you go. And King's going to stay on this Merc side here, entering this matchup. I'm going to go ahead and ask if everybody's ready now for this.
Yep. Just 1 second.
Alright, so 1 second. Let's give him a second.
Yeah, just give me a sec.
Oh, did they got an escort drone in one?
Might as well retweet the link again. Get Fariko to retweet it as well.
Oh shit, I need to change a few things.
We currently have ourselves 20 free viewers watching you guys, so be sure to impress.
I'm better than no viewers. I'm actually on the
Better than
stream
MLG
chat.
does. Screw Los Angeles.
Alright, so is everybody ready now?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Again, here we have our free agents hitting up this ace captain's Compound and Fire winning, coming in first and second here in the free-for-all just before this hard point on Hijack. Let's see what they can do. And remember, folks, this is the Cerdo rules. Let's get on board here with actually Fariko Compound for the seal side, seeing as he came first in that last matchup. We're just going to wait for Kings. He just takes a little while to jump in. There he is. So let's get on board here with Compound, going to be pushing up right through the middle, rocking the MSMC, and he's going to jump in there with his teammates, start pre-firing, does get some shots, and continues firing, does eventually get picked up right there. EMP is going to be flying. Fryer going to pick up Maybach. Let's get on board with Fire, actually. Fire going to be trying to stay alive in his corner. Does eventually get picked up. Right there, EMPs are flying. And Fire going to be trying to sneak up here, pick up some kills, and try and flip that spawn. Does get picked up by Clutch. Long range M8 pickup. And right now, however, this Merc side currently in the lead, even though it's a slight margin. Right there, Fire going to be dodging his teammates, going to be pushing up, throwing down that EMP, trying to check if anybody's already anchoring down back here, and somebody is, and it looks like it's Clutch. I feel like Clutch is rocking that that hardwired perk. Look at that full auto M8. Something we rarely see, but something that does a lot of work right now. He is going to be taking some shots. Someone challenging him does get dropped by Fire eventually. Oh, he does have toughness. He does not have flak jacket, so a nade will be very dangerous if they try and pick him up. But look at him doing some work here in this anchor position, providing some support by putting some shots into the hard point while staying in the distance. Even if he doesn't pick up that kill, he's going to soften up those players for his teammates right there. Sees a teammate get picked up, going to jump up and put some shots, picks up that kill. But look at that, his teammates are still spawning here, are starting to spawn back again. Does put some shots on his teammate on Maybach, and that is going to get Maybach dropped by Kings. We're going to get on board here. Look at that nice assist. Way to wallbang right there, Clutch. Clutch, a very smart anchor. Anchoring, a very difficult job, of course. Let's actually do a little listen in here on the seal side. Listening in is the whole purpose of this 8. We want to hear the communication of these players, so let's go ahead and see what they have to say.
Hardpoint identified.
Someone down there.
Hardpoint contested.
Yeah,
I've got a Hellstorm and Lightning. We want to keep this form.
He's still down there.
gigs guy really sucks.
Hardpoint is ours.
Well played.
Hardpoint contested.
He's laying down coming in from the curb side. Good man.
Hellstorm missile inbound. Hardpoint
Oh
contested.
shit, I was reloading that.
It's all coming through the front.
I've got downside, coming from underground.
Wow. He's led down behind this little kitchen thing.
Right there, minimal call-outs from that seal side. So let's get on board with this Merc side. Currently in the lead, doing a lot of work. But this Merc side struggling in getting that anchoring. Fire seems to be the one always pushing the anchor despite not having an AR to help him. And right, they're going to pick up that kill inside the hard point, coming in big, eventually pushes in big, eventually pushes back in and does get picked up. And right there, EMPs and RC cars flying everywhere. And right there, we're going to see Fire push in, picks up that jump shot, does eventually clear out the hard point only for a second. Now currently contesting it, trying to hold on to that lead. Does get some help from his teammates, going to start pre-firing down that door. And look at all these RC cars coming into effect. And right there, you're going to see Fire get picked up. And streaks are going to come into play right now. Let's stay on board here with Wilder LI. Let's actually listen in on this Merc side and see how they're communicating.
Hardpoint locked down. We're winning this fight.
We got it.
Be advised, hostile lightning strike.
Oh, let's wake up.
At 10 if we don't have it, move next up.
We've lost the lead.
Oh, look at that going.
Hardpoint locked down.
Two rotate.
We've taken the lead. Hardpoint contested.
Get him. Oh.
Go again, 9 seconds as we can.
Hardpoint identified.
I'll try get
Hostiles
us
have the
back.
hard point. We've lost control.
I'm anchoring, get in there, get in.
Oh, come on, top stairs.
Hardpoint is ours.
Hill's clear.
We have good spawn.
He's using a pistol.
I thought you weren't allowed to use
Dead. I got him.
Hardpoint is ours.
I'll get on those.
Right, one for front.
Very sponge bullets.
Got it. I mean, help you.
I've got the front.
Get next one. Actually, no, sorry. I've got
Go
back.
downstairs, yeah.
Alright, go now. Just
We're
stay
winning
on
this fight.
Going underneath.
Hardpoint identified.
Let's go.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Let's just try keep it contested. There's one right in front. Keep it contested.
Guys, just go.
Yeah.
But no, one person stay back. So if we die, then they still.
We're losing this fight.
Yeah, one stay back.
Try and flank. Oh, they're moving up. Short silence.
Just get in it.
I'm staying. One right.
Oh, whack! That was that right there. Okay, so that's you.
Oh, he's in the middle. He's in mid. Absolutely.
Alright, I'm gonna make a big push. And you got it.
I'm gonna go and
Just
get
go
hard
next
point
one.
ready.
Kill anchor.
I'm in it. I'm in hard point.
Just
Oh,
anchoring on this map can be pretty important.
Hardpoint identified.
Got it.
Hardpoint contested.
Maybe sponge.
Yeah.
A lot more communication coming from this Merc side, but again, also a lot of filler chat. And right now, it seems like they're struggling on finding who's going to anchor for their team right there. BRJC going to pick up that anchor from this seal side. And right now it is side. And right now it is still a very close matchup, going back and forth. VRJC gonna get challenged, does pick up a kill, but does get dropped right there by Wilder Ally. But they still do have that spawn. But they're gonna start thinking about rotating, pushing down into this middle if they want to take advantage. Remember, folks, these guys are free agents, and this is basically some aids, so they're not used to playing with each other. So it is completely understandable if they're unable to do too much work right there. VRJC going big, does pick up some kills, but look at that, spawns have flipped. So right now, this Merc side should be on their way back. Some shots being put right there by VRJC, rocking that MA, doing some work, and right there we're gonna see Kings getting dropped. Very sloppy on his part again. It looks like he is a player that struggles with his gunfights right there. I don't know why Fire didn't put any shots into that hut earlier. Right, they're going to pick up a player. Right, they're going to pick up a player, and again, a little sloppy Tempo going to pick him up. And let's get on board here with Tempo for the Seal side. Seal side making a comeback currently in the lead. And going to get picked up right there inside the hardpoint. But look at that, his team are getting that good spawn. Their anchor already set up. And again, I have to say that this Clutch player, ITG Clutch, very strong on his anchor position, doing a lot of work for his team, helping them, getting this anchor, holding down the spawns. He is currently 13-13, but again, he doesn't really need to be doing too much of the killing, doesn't need to be doing too much of the defending. As long as he's holding down the spawns right there, we see Maybach currently dropping 36 kills with compound, 6 kills with compound, 30 for VRJC. It looks like the slaying is going mostly in favor of this Seals team. And right there, we're going to see some lightning strikes coming in. Fire going to pick up a double before getting picked up right there. Fire with 4, and currently on board with him, trying to hold down this hard point, putting some shots, does get picked up, getting rushed from both sides, and that should be game. This Seal side completing the comeback and now going to win this match. A very strong performance. I'm going to leave this leaderboard here at the end, 37-32. Big 32. Big kills on both sides.
Seals, your mission directive has been achieved.
Very impressive right there, folks. Very close match from start to end. Back and forth action. Again, it looks like the deciding factor was the ability to hold the spawns down, which ITG Clutch did very well for his Seal side. So again, congratulations to the Seals team for that win, that comeback. Clutch coming in big, being the deciding factor, you know, in my opinion, holding down that spawn, being a very strong anchor for his side. Despite the big plays by VRJC and Fire at times, it just wasn't enough, seeing as they couldn't hold on to the spawn. It looked like they had trouble figuring out who was going to anchor. And I saw Fire pushing that anchor a couple times with an SMG before being picked off. So again, folks, if you guys are interested in any of these free agents, feel free to message them. Their names are right here in front of you. Most of them are inside the sign up for the EU edition. Just go look that up. And the video will be up on YouTube later on, so be sure to check